How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with more of our UFC save in WMMA 5. And here we have UFC on ABC, Iaquinta versus Poirier. Alright, so 6 main card fights to go right here. There are the prelims if you want to take a look at them. But we have a little bit of business to talk about first. UFC 255. Main event, Daniel Cormier versus Francis Ngannou for the heavyweight championship. We know that. But Henry Cejudo will now be fighting Marlon Moraes for the bantamweight title instead of Petr Yan. Now, originally it was supposed to be Petr Yan fighting for the title, but as you can see here, he is now injured. So he couldn't fight. So Moraes was originally scheduled to fight Jimmy Rivera in basically a title eliminator on the same card, mind you. But now Moraes is kind of just skipping in line and fighting Cejudo for the title. He lost to him about a year ago in game, but was able to climb his way back, and now he's going to fight for the title yet again. Now, Jimmy Rivera is not going to be doing nothing. Rivera has a very important task in front of him in Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz is coming off a win at lightweight against Kevin Lee, and now he faces off against Jimmy Rivera. All right, so that's that little bit of news there. Rivera, Cruz, Cejudo, Moraes for the bantamweight title, Cormier and Ngannou for the heavyweight title. Also on that show, Joanna versus Angela Hill, and Brian Ortega facing off against Zabit in what is more than likely a featherweight title eliminator. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a look at our emails, take a look at the news, and then we can go ahead and get right on into the fight night. Everything is set up as far as TV. Nothing really to take care of there. Kyler Phillips has failed weight. Uh-oh. This is my boy. That is no good. He can fight all the way up to lightweight, but he missed weight. That's not good. Low-level regional. At the MMA lab. Well, I don't want to move him up to featherweight just yet. So if he misses weight again, we'll definitely move him up. But he's obviously going to lose out a lot of his money, so sucks to be him. Adam Kowalski, no thank you. Pulsat disappointed in FEN. John Goldvat, 2-0 in FEN. 26 light heavyweight. We'll keep an eye on him. 9-1, 2-0 in FEN. Middleweight. We'll keep an eye on both these kids. And 4, no thank you. Bartosz Lesko. No, nothing really to talk about here. Kyler Phillips fails to make weight. Yep. Also today, LFA is having a show for the Bantamweight Championship. Tom Lawler's fighting against Cesar Fajeda. Jeremy Kennedy. All right. Looks like we've just about done everything we need to do so far, so let's go ahead and get right into the fight night. Of course, here is our main card. Here are our prelims. Let's get right into it. Show taking place in Massachusetts, Boston more than likely. Iaquinta versus Dustin Poirier. And our first prelim is Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill taking on Ray Sloan. In the light heavyweight division, 7-0 taking on 8-0, and Ray Sloan gets the win at 35 years of age, his UFC debut, and getting the win here over the 29-year-old Hill. Rodrigo Nascimento, I think he just fought and he won, like in real life, taking on Ante Delija, 17-3 versus 7-0. I'm going to take Nascimento here. And he does win via TKO in round number 2. His first fight in game, but I know he just recently fought for sure. and he's happy to win his UFC debut. Slow Mike Rodriguez taking on Jake Collier. 11-4 taking on 10-4-1 in the light heavyweight division, and Slow Mike Rodriguez gets the win, losing to Da Un Jung. A lot of respect for Collier, praises his toughness. Alonzo Menefield in the light heavyweight division, who's fighting tomorrow, as a matter of fact, taking on Abdul Karim, the Chechnyan Lion Edilov. Big favorite is Alonzo Menefield, and he gets the win via TKO in round number 2, probably just overpowering Edilov. And he'd like to fight Devin Clark next. Very interesting fight. We'll see if that happens. All right, Dvalishvili taking on Kyler Phillips. Remember, he missed weight. And it's a pick-em between the two of them. 7-1 is Phillips taking on 10-4 in Dvalishvili. And Kyler Phillips gets the win via knockout in round number 1. He did miss weight, so we'll have to give up a little bit of his money to Merab Dvalishvili, but a good win for Kyler Phillips. Really happy with the finish and happy that his punch power is one of his main weapons. Another match about to begin. Said Nurmagomedov taking on Yuri Alcantara. 2-1 in the UFC as Nurmagomedov. Make that 3-1 as he wins via unanimous decision. And he has a lot of respect for Alcantara. All right, so the featured prelim and a quarterfinal in the featherweight women's bracket. Remember, we have a little bit of a tournament going on to decide who's going to fight Amanda Nunes for the featherweight championship. Megan Anderson taking on Pam Bam Sorensen. Sorensen, her first fight in the UFC, the number 4 featherweight in the UFC, apparently, number 8 featherweight in the world. Megan Anderson, number 7 featherweight in the world, number 2 here in the UFC, coming off a loss to Felicia Spencer. Megan Anderson, a big favorite, and she wins via TKO in round number 1. Big fan of Megan Anderson, and so now she'll move on to the semifinals, I should say. All right, main card time, and it's Brian Bam Bam Barberina, always a very entertaining fighter, taking on Sean Tarzan Strickland. In the welterweight division, 20-3 taking on 14-7, and Bam Bam gets the win via unanimous decision in what was apparently only an average fight. A lot of respect for Strickland as Bam Bam gets his first win of the save. Jessica Andrade, former UFC strawweight champion, taking on Janan Fury Yan. I believe she's coming off the loss to Rose Namajunas in this game. Yep, 2 straight losses to Zhang and Rose. And then Yan is coming off a win over Nina Ansaroff on her very first fight card. Very even fight. 20-8 taking on 13-1-1. And Yan gets the win over the former champion. Wow. That is interesting. Andrade now on a 3-fight losing streak. Irish car bomb Todd Duffee taking on Juan El Guapo Espino. Now Espino is the Ultimate Fighter winner at 39 years of age, and Todd Duffee was a big prospect in the UFC, and then he kind of just got released because I think he wanted more money or something like that. Coming off the win over Maurice Green, had a no contest with Jeff Hughes about a year or so ago. I mean, big underdog is Espino. I'd imagine Duffee just takes it, and he does via knockout in round number 1. Espino, how much is he making? $15K a fight. It's not very good. Asked about the finish, Todd Duffee agrees that his punch power is a dangerous weapon in his arsenal and puts that down to natural ability. All right. Wow, that scaling is not very good. Chris holds it down. Holdsworth taking on Thomas Almeida in the bantamweight division. Holdsworth, of course, another former Ultimate Fighter winner, ended up getting injured at the hands of TJ Dillashaw. And Thomas Almeida, a good prospect in his own right. And Holdsworth gets the win. 7-0 now, still undefeated after a lot of time off. Gets the TKO in round number 3, and he would like to fight Davy Grant next. Co-main event of the evening, Kelvin Gastelum taking on Brad Tavares. Tavares, number 6 middleweight in the world, coming off a win over Kevin Holland. And Kevin Gastelum, coming off a win over Edmund Shabazian. So both these guys kind of coming off wins over, prospects, now facing off against one another. My guess is that Kelvin takes it minus 200 favorite. And Brad Tavares beats Kelvin Gastelum 46 seconds into round number 2. Wow. So he took the loss to Shabazian. Then Kelvin beat Shabazian. And now Tavares beats... Yeah, MMA math never really makes sense. Wow, so Holland and now Gastelum on his resume. Brad Tavares with a very impressive win here tonight. As we reach our main event of the evening, Rage and Al Iaquinta taking on Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Dustin Poirier coming off a win over Dan Hooker in the main event of a fight night, and Iaquinta coming off a win over Alexander Hernandez on the Joanna versus Suarez card. Poirier the favorite by minus 180, 26-6-1, taking on 15-6-1. A little bit more experience going the way of Dustin. Let's go ahead and get things started. Herb Dean, the referee for this main event. Pair jabs from Poirier. Poirier pressuring. Pair of left jabs, misses on a right hook. Quick left right hook. Halfway through round number 1. All 4 of those punches landed from Iaquinta, it looks like. Can't hit a left cross. Poirier misses a left cross. Time is up. That's the end of round number 1. Apparently Poirier took it. Right jab. Can't hit him with a low kick. Dustin Poirier up by a round here against Al Iaquinta. Both these guys having fought Khabib within the last couple years or so. And it looks like it's been a pretty good fight so far. Looks like Poirier might be getting a little tired here, though, in round number 2. That's not good. Counters with a jab in left hand. Time runs out on number 2. Poirier cut. Iaquinta really getting into him now. Minute and a half left to go in round number 3. Right jab, left hand is blocked. 2 fighters engage. A little trash talk now going on in the octagon as round 3 comes to a close. Remember, Dustin Poirier is cut. That could prove problematic later on in this fight. Poirier, obvious limp. Uh-oh. Poirier now pinned to the cage. Iaquinta moving a little slowly. And limping now is Poirier. Iaquinta trash talking still. Leg kick. Sloppy clinch. Iaquinta with a takedown and he gets it. Couple strikes now. We're in round number 4. Iaquinta looking good. Time runs out, and Al might have just evened things up. Final round now, round number 5. And apparently, according to the AI, the score is 2 rounds to 2. Everything to fight for. Iaquinta look, he's very tired. Poirier fighting against exhaustion. Poirier limping still. Leg kick. Minute and a half left to go. Can't find the mark with a left hook. Iaquinta moves into the pocket. Last minute, sloppy clinch. What's really going to happen here? The fight's over. The fight's over, and they said it's a 10-9 round to Iaquinta. So apparently Iaquinta might have won this fight, which would be very interesting. The judges' scores are now being announced. Sal Diamado scores the contest 49-46 Iaquinta. Justin Rimmer scores the contest 48-47 Poirier. And Nelson Hamilton scores the contest 49-46 for the winner by split decision, Ragin' Al Iaquinta. Rated as a good fight. Split decision win for Al Iaquinta. Isn't happy about the result, and he felt it should have been a clear, unanimous decision victory. It is what it is, but Iaquinta gets his hand raised at the end of the day. Attendance of 3,000 in Massachusetts gets a gate of 623,000. Critical rating of 66. Commercial rating of 77. Popularity increases all around. That's good. Let's see here. Fight of the nights. Let's see. Ooh, fantastic fight. Let's give it to Sloan and Hill for their fantastic fight. And then performance bonus. One will go to Todd Duffee. And don't want to give it to Phillips because he missed a weight, so we'll give it to Megan Anderson. And we made a profit. There we go. See, there you go. It's being on ABC that really helped us there. It really did. And also the fact that we've renegotiated with everybody. And like Kelvin Gastelum's only making $32,000. Poirier's only making $184,000. How much did where's Iaquinta? Where's Iaquinta? How much did Iaquinta make? Where's he at? Where is Al Iaquinta? Oh my god, he only made $13,000 for the fight? He was in the main event and he won. That means he's only on like 6.5. Like base pay. That's criminal, but it is what it is. Like Todd Duffee's making more. Yeesh. Probably not for long. $1 million in the bank, hey, we'll take it. I mean, after we run, like, if we run, you know, like a lot of shows, like if we run 4 shows a month and we make $1 million profit on every show, that's $4 million a month. That's good. Just got to keep making profit. All we got to do is just keep making profits. And we are all good. All right, we'll go ahead and update our rankings, and then we'll take a look at what is next to come. But what is next to come is our next pay-per-view. So we'll take a look at that next. I think I'm gonna do something on Twitch. I just uploaded that video where I showed everyone how to download and install the mods. I think I'm gonna do something with that 1993 mod, but it's only gonna be on Twitch. So if you catch me on Twitch playing that, that's the only place you'll find me messing with that mod. I won't have it on YouTube or anything else. Alright, let's go ahead and update our rankings now. Iaquinta might have jumped up quite a bit in the rankings. We'll see. Todd Duffee now ranked at number 23 in heavyweight. Light heavyweight Alonzo Menefield now ranked at number 24 after 3 wins. Middleweight Brad Tavares is number 3. Wow. Kelvin Gastelum drops all the way down to number 13. I mean, 2 straight losses and then 2 straight wins. I don't think that's worthy of number 3 exactly. Whitaker versus Adesanya is happening. Till versus Romero is happening. I'll have to set that up in a little bit. See, anything else happen at the bottom? No, not really. No movement at welterweight. Lightweight, Conor moves up. Poirier moves down. And then Iaquinta is now number 3. He was number 7. Now he's number 3. Win over Hernandez and Poirier. Lost to Hooker. Lost to Cerrone. I don't think he's. See, I don't know. Because the Poirier win is a big one, but I don't know about the Hernandez one. Maybe one more win and he's good. But against who, you know? Jeez, he might just fight for the title, Iaquinta again. Wow. Alright, featherweight, there is no movement. Bantamweight, no movement. Flyweight, no movement. Women's featherweight, no movement. But Megan Anderson, who is she fighting next in that tournament? That is to be seen. I know it's Anderson, Letson, and Lemos in the next round. And Spencer is fighting against Daria Ibragimova. Women's bantamweight, no movement. Women's flyweight, no movement. Women's strawweight, Zhao Nanyan switches spots with Andrade, and now she's at number 5. And she's 7-0 in the UFC. With a couple of good wins. She might be 1 win away from a title shot. That's wild. That's crazy. Alright. Let's check our emails. Andrade needs to re-sign. We'll keep her around. Give me 1 second here to edit a thumbnail for another video. I really should do these before, you know. It is what it is. Not the best thumbnail I've ever made, but there you go. Okay, so Andrade, let's get her re-signed. That seems about right. Alcantara, coming off a loss, 2 straight losses. 40 years old. I mean, low-level national, though. Why not? Give him 2 fights, guaranteed. He'll probably retire before that contract is over. Brad Tavares, we need to get signed. Other Hawaiian, sure. Mid-level national. Let's get this guy signed up for a while. What was he on before? 37,000, so he'll be making a little bit less. That's okay. Todd Duffee needs to be re-signed, which is good. He's on 33,000 somehow. And now he'll be making 17, which is a little bit less. Mid-level national somehow. Megan Anderson needs to be re-signed. sign her up for a bit. Iaquinta needs to be re-signed. 24,000. So he's getting, he's getting a little pay boost. Good for Al. Mike Rodriguez needs to be re-signed. Coming off a win. We'll give him 2 fights. Kyler Phillips needs to be re-signed. I'm going to keep him around for a while. It says $900 a fight is his pay, which it hurts me to do this to you, but there you go, $900 a fight. You missed weight, buddy. 4 shows remaining on Red A Global. Let's take care of that now. Extend contract. Okay, let's see anything on here. Damasio Page, 22-10, flyweight, champion of LFA, low-level national. Couple wins in LFA. Let's go ahead and get him back into the UFC. Damasio, Angel of Death Page. Cesar Fajeda, no thanks. George Roop, no thanks. Michael Falcao, no thanks. Chris Saunders, no thanks. No thank you. Now, Jeremy Kennedy. Coming off a win. Yes. Let's bring back Jeremy Kennedy. Mid-level regional. Pretty decent prospect. I mean, 27 years old, if you want to call that a prospect. Gisette Cotton. Can she fight at featherweight? 155, so no. Perry Filkins, 32-year-old, 10-2. No. Tyler Diamond. I probably would have signed him if he had won that fight, but we'll keep him on the short list. No, thank you for Marcus Edwards or him. All right. So the next time that I see you guys in this save, it'll be for UFC 254 Jones versus Blachowicz. Main card is as follows: Holly Holm versus Caitlin Vieira, women's bantamweight division. Junior Dos Santos versus Alexei Oleinik in the heavyweight division. Uriah Faber versus John Dodson in the bantamweight division. For the women's strawweight championship of the world, Weili Zhang taking on Rose Namajunas. And for the light heavyweight championship of the world, John Jones taking on Jan Blachowicz. Take a look at the prelims there. Got guys like Leon Edwards, Shabazian, Chukagian, all fighting on the prelims. That last women's featherweight quarterfinal also on there. Love it. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. AZPlow21 is the channel name. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and follow my Twitch channel as well. Be sure to click on the little bell so you get notifications whenever my videos go up to be viewed. I'll see you guys at UFC 254.